A beautiful good morning, good evening, good afternoon to one and to all. Stamp collecting is fun, and this is Peter coming to you almost live, but certainly is on duty to have a look at some stamps, which we love and adore, and seems to dominate at least a little bit of our life. And I've been trying to do a video a day, and I may be coming to the end shortly of that record, but we will see how it goes. Righty-ho, so what have we got here today? Well, George is having fun sticking stamps in albums and pointing at stuff and randomly talking about stuff to himself probably. And someone isn't very happy. Are you hinged to that chair? Tea's ready. So yeah, we can spend a lot of time looking at stamps, and there's other things out there as well, like our nearest and dearest. Enough of that joviality. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to take a pinch of stamps, and what I'm simply looking at is increasing my pages of what you would call Greece, Hungary, what was the other one? Czechoslovakia and Spain. I've set up pages for those four countries, and I've been rinsing and repeating with the boxes, as you know. So when I take a pinch, I always get stamps to put into those folders, onto those pages, if you get me. So a random pinch, and let's see what's out there. Number one. So let's have a little look at some stamps. We'll do 15 minutes as we sort of normally do. Belgium. I haven't done anything with Belgium. I can't even pick Belgium up by the look of it. Come on, Peter. Come on, you're better than that. There you are. Unbelievable. No, so that has to stay to one side. We'll make side. Oh, what have we got here? India has to stay out, I'm afraid, because I've also got an India collection happening. This also, I think, is India. Biogas. Wow. The first Spain of the day, Franco Correas, 50 pesetas. That has to stay out. I think I do have him in my collection already, many of him. Polska, no. Bulgarian, no. Lovely stamp, though. Quite religious. Probably post-communism. They weren't keen on religion in the communist states, even though they were very religious people. Don't know what that is. Netherlands, by the look of it. It's pretty late stamp. I prefer to collect the later ones, but we'll keep it out for fun. The Maldives. This is interesting. What's this? Not even sure it is a stamp. So we'll keep that out for research purposes only. Polska love a shield. They love an eagle. They love a crown. And why not? Not what I can easily read. Gazebo. Polska again. They're quite complicated, these Poland. There's a lot of history going on with these Poland stamps. Slovenska, so that's a nice one to add. I have not got that. 1972, 42 to 72, so we're looking at some sort of anniversary stamp there. That'd be interesting to research. Norge, which is Norway. India again. That stays out. Not sure I've got that one. Helvetica is going to be one of those countries that will be starting up in a few months, I think. Ajaccio, where's Ajaccio? France, it is. French Commonwealth, maybe, French Empire. Well, it will stay out because I have a French envelope. Belgium, Cuba, beautiful roses there. Dia de los Madres, Mother's Day. Belgium, looks like a professor, probably a king. Ah, now this is, I've got 50s, I've got 500s, I've got I think I may have a 25, but first Magyar that's popped up. Österreich, Republic of, Helvetica can get rid of, Germany crawling by the look of it. Greece, so 10 lenta relief fund stamp, so that's a nice find. That's a lovely find for my Greek section. Austria, I do have some early Austrian ones. I preferred Austro-Hungarian, so you know, pre World War One. But obviously Austria played a big part also in the Second World War. Czechoslovakia here, Josef Lada, 1887. Was he the car manufacturer? He may have been. Here's a 50. I've got loads of those, but we'll keep it out. India, Netherlands, India. I've got a page of these. Possibly a stock page. I'll check that. Italy, that's another one that's going to be knocking on my door. India, I've got that, but I'll keep it out. So immediately, you know, from this secondly rinse, you know, it's third or fourth rinse really, but you know what I mean? I'm rinsing again through the washing machine box of stamps, and I'm getting stuff out. Second chance, second time around. You know, there's something to be said for it, isn't there? There's something to be said for going back and revisiting old haunts. They say never go back, but I think in the case of stamps, here's George Washington, which I'll keep out for my American stock. Magyar Post. I've got the bus, but that's a lovely, I love a bus. You cannot beat a bus. Very nice. What's this that's been turned over? Netherlands Euro cent. I suppose in their own way. You know, I'm not keen on the European Union in as much that it sort of, it has stripped away individual borders and individual stamps and individual history, try to meld it all together and, you know, talks of nothing. You know, I appreciate what they're trying to do, peace in our time and everything, but you can't beat an old Deutsche Post. Look at that. Tractor. That was a Bundespost, by the way. It wasn't a Deutsche Post. But I think you know what I mean. Here we have Japan. So we got, oh, actually quite a nice one there. We've got Japan stamped there. We can see the nip on there. That's a decent stamp. Not saying it's worth anything, but when it's got something on it like that, it adds a little bit extra. Hong Kong. What a wonderful place. ER. So it's still, so pre-99. When the lease ran out. Here we have Brazil. An awful lot of coffee there, they reckon. Oh, probably an airmail stamp, because it's got aero on it. I don't know. I think, though, I know that this is going to be useful for me. No, it's not. It's Italian. I thought it was a Hungarian. South Africa, nice. Belgium, I would suspect. This is quite nice here, which is a Greek one. Again, we've got sort of a date, 1912, so something is happening there. That's a nice find. That's the sort of thing that goes perfectly on the page. Polska. You know, it's got a bit of date to it, got a bit of age, got a bit of a story, got a date around it. Something to celebrate. Bulgarian, maybe Barbuda. I'll have to keep that out because I've got my Commonwealth and Empire collection. I do have Barbuda because I saw it the other day. No, I'll put it. It'll go back in the washing machine. Republic of Central Africa, which is French. No, washing machine. Be aggressive now, Peter. Be aggressive. Take no nonsense. Helvetica seem to be running out of Oh, what's this here though? A Magyar. So another bus. So we got 2 buses from the Magyars, from the Hungarians. It's quite nice, and maybe a third. No, it's not a bus, but it is a building. They love a bus and a building over there. And sensible shoes. That is a keeper. Now that might be Remus or Romulus, the Italian. Romulus and Remus were abandoned in Italy, and they were suckered by wolves, I think, and Rome takes its name from Romulus. So that's a nice little story. I've always liked that one. There's truth in all of these, I would say. A nice American triplet. 3 for the price of 1. Nice tariff. Here we have Austria and early Poland. War, by the look of it. I quite like that. I'm going to keep that out. I think that will go with my precious. 45 plus 15. Army types setting up, I don't know, telegraph wires or telephone wires. That has to be kept out. Got a couple more minutes. Denmark. We haven't had many Denmarks. I don't know who he is. I haven't seen him before. Hans Christian Andersen is. Talk of Denmark, and they all start to appear. What is this? This is Japan or China. Japan. Nice pair. Pairs sometimes are nice to keep as a separate, as, you know, have a collection of pairs. Ascension, not sure what this is. This is probably the most, well, I just seem to get them every time. But we'll keep it out because those are the rules. What have we got here? Belgium, a very old king. Leopold II. More Americans. Norway. I can. Oh, there's a perf here. Is that perforated? But what is it? It's a. I don't even know what that is. Österreich. I'm going to keep it out because it could be a precious. By precious, I mean it's so unusual that it's worthy of note. Botswana. Now then, what I have to do with this is to look if Botswana was ever part of the British Empire, and secondly, if I've got any Botswana, or if Botswana even existed for my stamp album, so keep that out. Right, we are running out of time. Österreich here. Aye. It's, you know what? The sun's out, but it is still cold in the shade. Malaysia. Malaysia is going to be a bit of a problem. I've got a lot of Malaysia and Indonesia, and they're relatively new countries and very complicated, so possibly I'll leave those towards the end of my life. That I think is I'll just turn this last one over. Yeah, so nothing particularly exciting with the rest of them. But I think you'll agree with me that I've got work to do here today. So there is stuff I've got to do, having returned stamps from the old box. Nice pinch, and you know, to say I'm hinged to the chair is probably an exaggeration, but you know what, it's fantastic, isn't it? To see something grow as well, you know, from an empty page, and then suddenly you get a few stamps and stick them in, and it, you know, stamps attract stamps. Where there's one, there's two. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to have your tea, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye for now. Enjoy your day.